Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Obiz here, and yeah, I said I was gonna do like a 15-minute long Slayer commentary. I'm not actually sure of when I can do longer videos on my channel, because I really want to be able to do like half-hour long commentaries, but not all at once, obviously, because that'd be really boring. I'd run out of things to talk about. This is just the introduction part. I'm just going to do a few kills of this, and then each task I'll do a different bit of commentary with a different topic, so it doesn't really get too repetitive. Yeah, collect talismans. Yeah, just so it doesn't get too repetitive and more entertaining for you guys to listen to while you do whatever. You can watch it if you want, or you can just sit back and listen. So yeah, enjoy the video, and I'll see you at my next task. Forgot my cannonballs. Like, I've done this in so many tasks, it's not even funny. Anyway, I'll start recording when I get back there. Does it strike one? Okay, I should be putting my cannon around here. And away we go. Just gotta put up. Wow, so they spread out when I put the cannon here. It must like scare them away or something. Alrighty. Alright, so let's talk about my plans for maxing combat. I bought 99 Prayer. I want to get that by tomorrow night. I'm gonna fucking no life the fuck out of it. And Slayer, that's gonna be just like a really long progress thing, and hopefully I should get a fair few charms to progress in summoning as well. HP I already got. Strength I smashed. Defense, that'll be a pushover, just like attack. They're pretty much the same speed, I imagine. Mage, I don't know. It's so boring. I don't know any way to get it. I was gonna do plank make, but then I got so demotivated when I saw that in the beta you can just like assign keys to be able to do it with like pressing 1, 2, 1, 2 instead of having to like click individual fucking logs, which is just bullshit. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there. I might wait, or I might get it out of the way because I want to max combat ASAP. I do count Slayer as a combat stat, just because that's pretty much the only way you can train it. I haven't really done much social slaying. I think I have like 25 points or something, because I was just like power slaying. Oh, I didn't even have turmoil on. Good fight. Yeah, I was just like power slaying with a friend. Like, we had teleports and energy potions and cannons and whatnot, just like teleporting and running everywhere. Like, it was so quick, like doing a task every 2 minutes literally. Like, it would take longer to like walk to where the location of the monster is and actually killing the task. One of the most annoying ones was dogs, because the only place I know where they are besides Pterodogs, which didn't count, we already tested that, but we had to go to McGrubber's Woods or whatever, and there's only like 6 spread out in the whole place there, and it just took so long, like running around waiting for the respawn. They're so spread out and it just took forever. But I've just been solo slaying, because I haven't really had anyone to social slay with. Like, I admit it's so much funner, but finding the people is pretty inconvenient, and I wouldn't want to go to like a friend's chat to be able to do it, because like, it's just not as fun if you don't know the person. Sorry about that, I got the hiccup sort of. So yeah, if anyone wants to do social slayer, I'm almost fucking 90 slayer. How far off? 248k, that's pretty good. This is what I've gotten today so far: 635k attack and 220k slayer. I did use an effigy and a spin lamp on it. I don't really see why not. I mean, spin tickets pretty much replaced effigies, so... Oh, poor Jesse. Um, yeah, what was I saying? And by the way, just on the topic of that, I'm going to clarify that I didn't get this cape myself. I believe I have the potential to be able to do it, but I just couldn't be bothered trying. Like my friend, sorry about that. Screen shared. He screen shared the whole thing, and it just looked so simple. And he was guiding me through it all. I reckon if I got around, like just looking at all, I reckon I'd be able to get like the patterns and like lures and shit right. Because I can pretty much like power through Jad. It's just I died a fair few times because I didn't know that. I'm talking about the normal fight caves here, by the way. I didn't know that you had to like lure the healers like 5 steps away. Like I thought that you can just have them all next to you, but they just kept on healing him. And I wasn't even prayer switching. I was doing in one of Runechuck's videos, how he's just sitting there with like Gano and shit on. I did that, and it went alright. It's just that I fucked up on Jad. Like I didn't know that they can keep on healing him. By the time I figured that out, I was already out of supplies. Like I used like a whole inventory of supplies on fucking Jad, and still died because I couldn't kill him. But yeah, that was totally off topic. But in time-wise, I have no idea how much longer until I'm max combat. Slayer, that'll be like another 2 months, I think. Hopefully not that long, but I'm back at school now, so I missed out on like an extra 3 hours than I usually would, because I spend like 3 hours on a bus a day. But I get Fridays off, so it's alright. I can stay up late Thursday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday nights, so that's a fair bit of XP there. I think I mentioned that in last night's video anyway. Hang on, I've got to go do something. I'll start recording in a little bit. Hey, I'm back. I just went and made a coffee. Yum. But, yeah, I already drank it. So I won't be interrupting you with drinking coffee this time, just like I watched on my Smoke and Slay video. That was so weird to watch. Like, I didn't remember anything, and then when I uploaded it, I watched it, and all of it came back then. Like I was watching it, it felt like watching someone else's video because I couldn't remember saying anything that I said. So yeah, that was pretty weird, but I've learnt not to drink while commentating because it was pretty annoying, but I didn't get too many dislikes, so I guess it didn't phase you too much. Yeah, anyway, off topic of escape, what am I doing in real life? Girls, I've been talking to one of my exes, and I went and stayed at hers, and she came and stayed at mine. I know, like, it's guaranteed that we can go out if I want, but I'm not sure if I want to. I started talking to one of the girls that, I used to go to school with, my original school, and she's like, oh my god, I miss you so much, you hurt me by ignoring me and whatnot. And I was like, oh, activate Toon Dog mode. So I just like got in there, and she's like, oh, I'm heaps keen to see ya. She come over mine one day, and I was like, so nothing's changed? And she's like, no, I still like you. So there's one, and then I got my other ex, and then another ex, which I was meant to see yesterday, but I was absolutely off my face, and I was meant to be waiting for her, and I was at my friend's house, and I looked at the time, and I was like 15 minutes late, and I just texted her and said that I couldn't come. But she didn't really seem too worried. She was like, oh, it's okay, I'm with one of my friends anyway. So all that worked out pretty well, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go see her sometime soon. She's absolutely fucking hot. Oh my god. But yeah, that's it for that topic. Schooling, I know I've talked a lot about this. I love my new school. It's absolutely amazing. When I was there yesterday, well, it's a funny story. In the morning, I was waiting for the bus, and it usually gets there at 7:38, and a bus rocked up at like 7:35, well, between 7:35 and 7:40, and the bus number was like 357, and the one I catch is 360, and it had like a totally different location on it to where it was going than my like original bus. So I was like, oh, well, this isn't my bus, so why would I even bother like going up and asking him? I just thought it was like the regular bus that goes to that like specifies location. But and then I waited like another 20 minutes. My bus didn't come. Another half an hour, the bus didn't come. And after exactly an hour of waiting there, I was like, fuck this. So I rang my mum, and she got her friend to give me a drive all the way up there to where I had to go, which took like, I don't know, like a 40-minute drive, and it's like an hour and a half bus trip. But I rocked up like half an hour late to class, and the teacher didn't really seem to care, which is pretty relieving. Like at my last school, you rock up like 2 minutes late, and they'll absolutely fucking roll you. Like you just get detentionized and count bricks and write lines and shit, like all that bullshit. But at this school, it's pretty good. They just treat you like an adult. It's a lot more enjoyable. It and another thing, I've never really had to face the fact of I have no friends here. I have to make new friends because I don't know anyone, and I just know like 2 kids in my class just from going on smoke breaks with them. And it was like heaps awkward. I had my coffee and I was just walking along, and all the seats were taken, like all the undercover places, and I just looked at one of the kids that I go to class with, and I just like started walking towards him, and then he's like, oh hey man, it's all good, yeah, come sit here, and I'm like, oh sweet. And then we're just sitting there, and he's like, oh man, I really need to go for a brew, and I'm like, oh, well, have you got any? And he's like, no man, have you? And I'm like, yeah, I got a bit to spare. And then he's like, alright, let's go play ping pong then. And I'm like, what? And then he got like 6 people together, and they're like, who wants to come play ping pong? Who wants to come play ping pong? We're going to play ping pong. And everyone's like, yeah, I'll come. And I'm like, what's going on? And then we got like halfway down to like where people actually play ping pong, and he's like, oh, that's code word. And I'm like, oh sweet. So we just went behind like the stadium place and had some, and after that all I remember is just like catching a bus to like the main plaza and literally sitting waiting for like 3 hours doing nothing, and it felt like 2 seconds. Then I was on the bus home. It was a pretty fucked day. I don't really want to do that again, but it was fun. I can get away with doing stuff like that every now and then, I guess. It's not too bad. But definitely not something to get into all the time. But I think if I balance it out, school won't really be too hard with all that. I've got a few assignments, but I was pretty surprised. Like we got handed out these sheets, and they said like, oh, 750 word essay, 500 word essay, and then the teacher like told us to cut it down to like 250 words each. So I was pretty relieved from that. Like she even said like, I understand you guys have lives, so I'm just going to help you balance it out. And yeah, so that's it for schooling. And oh, by the way, I had like $5 left on one of my prepaid cards that I used, or I had like a card that I could buy membership with, so I bought like 3 months of membership, and I had like $5 left on it, so I went and bought $5 worth of Solomon coins, and you can see this little Slayer battle cry that I do after every kill. It's pretty epic, and I've also got the mask. It looks alright. I got a pretty good look going. Fucking Steadfast, I don't know what's going on with them. Hopefully they don't drop on me. Every time I buy an item it always drops, and then when I sell it, it always rises, so that's one thing with me. Anyway, this is just about to conclude the video, and see you, goodbye.